Oh, is that what it said?
Yeah. You're the one with the chocolate kid, said a voice. All around him there was a flurry of people moving their heads in hopes of finding one who could help them in the dark. To no avail. The cupcake batter was too thin and the butter too thick. Too thin, yet too thick. Too thick! Why is the butter so thin? Cried one of the few that didn't seem to have noticed. And this was no help, for the cake batter was so thick that it was almost uncakey. And just looking at it made me want to break all of the cake into tiny pieces. Why aren't there any pieces in the pan? And no crumbs falling out. There's too many layers.
What is the story?
Verdict.
This is the worst cake.
Verdict. Most text-generating neural nets would have drifted in focus by now, but 774 million is still there, thinking of new ways that cakes can go wrong. Speaking of cakes, Mary Berry's Victoria sandwich cake. Ingredients: 225 grams or 8 ounces of softened butter, 225 grams or 8 ounces of castor sugar, 4 large eggs, 225 grams or 8 ounces of self-raising flour, 2 level teaspoons of baking powder, 2 by 20 centimeters or 8 inches of greased and lined sandwich tins. How to make: combine butter, sugar, and flour in a large mixing bowl. In a separate medium bowl, mix the eggs with the self-raising flour and the water until combined. Sift in the water the icing toffee and the vanilla extract that we never mentioned.
Recipes just make stuff up like that.
Chill for 30 minutes. Once chilled, fold the dry mix into the wet mixture, beating well after each fold. Roll out the dough into a 14 centimeter or 5 inch circle, trimming the center to create a triangle. Cut out the triangles from the center, but leave some space around the base for the filling. Cut 3 triangles each from the edges. Brush the triangles with buttercream. Roll each of the triangles again to a circle, making sure not to wrap completely around the base. Cut into 12 triangles again. Brush the triangles with buttercream again. Roll each one into a 3.5 centimeter or 1 inch or 6.3 centimeter circle. So it's a 3.5 centimeter or 1 inch or 6.3 centimeter circle.
Just make it however big you want. Whatever.
Cut into 12 more triangles and brush with buttercream. Roll each one into a circle again, making sure not to wrap completely around the base. Cut into 12 more triangles and brush with buttercream. Fold one over the other. Brush with buttercream.
Just do it.
Fold one over the other. Brush with buttercream. It says it again.
Alright, let's fight a boss.
Cut each triangle into 3 triangles. Brush with buttercream and trim one last triangle. Cut 3 lengths of the triangle in half. Brush with buttercream and trim one more triangle.
You know, let's just brush it like with buttercream until you're content.
They're just generating triangles at this point. Brush with buttercream and trim the triangles into one more segment. Brush with buttercream and trim the triangles into 3 segments. Brush with buttercream and trim the triangles into one more segment. Brush with buttercream and trim the triangles into a full length.
They were going to use a different move, and I just didn't let them.
Brush with buttercream and trim the triangles into a final segment.
How many more segments after this final segment?
Brush with buttercream and trim the triangles into one more segment.
Alright, let's pause it for plot. Shanoa, still slaving away for the old man, are we? You, I've seen you before. Your name is Albus, is it not? Well, yes. By order of my master, I'm to retrieve the Dominus glyph and return you home. Home, you say? I have none. The old man saw to that. It was not a request. Beep. Intriguing. I recall you being a great deal more graceful than that. And you've forgotten your skill with glyphs as well. I have forgotten thanks to you. Is that so? Well, I'm never going. Remember to tell the old man for me.
I'm gonna tell the old man for me?
You must. Order of Master Barlow. Never say that name again. I'm gonna shoot the wall. Concentrate, Shinoa. And just, you need to concentrate to duck. Well, I'd best be off. Take care, Shinoa. Convenient map.
I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map. I'm the map!
You marked a village on this map. So that's convenient.
Brush with buttercream and trim the triangles into a final segment.
Again?
Brush the buttercream and trim the triangles into a final segment.
What?
Brush with buttercream and trim the triangles.
But not into a final segment.
Verdict. The neural net will not be winning the Great British Bake Off Technical Challenge anytime soon. I'd like to see a video of this recipe being made.
Would you, really?
The next prompt is a preview of the subject of my blog post. Harry threw down his crochet hooks in frustration. The hat just wouldn't turn out properly, no matter how hard he tried. Harry wasn't sure how much longer he would keep up the habit. Forcing thoughts back into the present, Harry sighed and pulled the hat off his head. He was glad the hat was so small, because he knew he wouldn't be able to wear it for the length of the time he had planned.
It's plot time. The glyph. Is this Albus's doing? No, this is Albus's doing.
You have saved me.
You saved me.
Good.
At last. Who did this to you? You must help the others. Everyone in the village has been taken. By who? That man! He spirited away the other 12 and then imprisoned me. The Lord must have sent you to our aid. Please deliver the others. Can you tell me where the man went? If I'm not mistaken, he said something about the prison island. I see.
So we're going to Alcatraz.
We're going to Sonic Adventure 2. Long ago, criminals were banished to that forsaken place. Some say their souls still wander the island, which is forever cursed. Where is it? You can get there through these very woods. Please, you must save them. Did Albus really take the villagers to a prison island? And for what purpose? Go, go, go.
Slurp, slurp, slurp.
I'm sure. So yeah, that leaves us with an opening until, I think, the water level of horror.
He looked around his house for something to wear. He found a thin woolen jacket and pulled it over his head. Although still not nearly long enough to cover his ears.
What?
It would be enough. He took his shoes off and placed them in his shoebox. He could wear his socks now. They hadn't grown out of hand. He threw on...
Something's going on and I want to know what?
He threw on his glasses and went outside. Verdict. I didn't specify that this is Harry Potter, so fair enough. While sticking credibility with the theme of items of clothing, the AI displays a perhaps shaky grasp of how they work.
Oh god, time to fight the noms.
Do 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 do.
La 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 la.
Do do
Do do.
do do do. Ouch. Chua.
Oh god, it's the ums. hammer, but I'll save it. Oh god, I did the thing I shouldn't do!
What? You ran over their camouflage?
Yeah. Oh, I gotta steal necromancy. Oh, dang, you're hidden behind the tree. Yes! No! Come on, you have to absorb this glyph with all these bad boys everywhere. There we go.
Bad guys!
No.
Yes! Alright, next one. This one's about knitting, so there's no real way of explaining it properly.
Knitting exists. Let me kill you. Quit standing just outside my range and walking away from me like a weirdo.
Alright. Dungeon crawling or lucid dreaming. I've done several experiments with a text-generating network called GPT-2 trained at great expense by OpenAI to the tune of tens of thousands of dollars worth of computing power. GPT-2 learns to imitate all kinds of text from the internet.
Controller 1 is using the profile default.
It's true. I've interacted with the basic model, discovering abilities to generate fanfiction, British snacks, or tea. I've also used a tool called GPT-2 Simple that Max Wolf developed to make it easy to fine-tune GPT-2 on more specialized datasets. I also tried it on datasets like recipes or crochet. One of my favorite applications of GPT-2 and other text-generating neural nets, Dungeons & Dragons. Spells, creatures, character names, and character bios.
Song of the Doom.
And the one character bio that was just like the same sentence for like 6 paragraphs.
There have been worse.
Recently, Max published a tutorial on how to use GPT-2 to make new apps that are more complicated than just printing out large reams of text. To my delight, people have used them to made D&D games.
Whew. Hey, you saved me! Thanks. I'm Jacob, got a general store in Weigel Village. And on that note, I should probably get back to it. But listen, I might have some things you can use. Come by the shop, and we'll do business.
Yeah, you gotta go get your leather pants for your body.
Yeah, for me.
Let's see here. Used them to made D&D games. First, there was Nick Walton's AI Dungeon, in which a fine-tuned GPT-2 generates a story and 3 very strange action options at each step.
I think I've seen bits of that. I need to try that.
My latest obsession is GPT-2 Adventure.
I think this is the thing we need to do. It's possibly on stream. I'm not sure what it is, though.
Designed by a cognitive neuroscience student named Nathan. which lets you type in your own actions, and folks, this game is so weird and so fun. You float in space like a balloon, and as you drop the cube, the X, it vanishes in a cloud of greasy black smoke. I don't know how smoke can be greasy. When I first launched the game, this is what I'm greeted with. A simple text prompt reminiscent of a nostalgic dungeon crawling game. It sets the scene, it waits for me to describe the next move.
Welcome. I'm
You
back
got
in business
mail.
thanks to you. You have got mail. How do you do it this time? My inventory is a little backlogged right now, but have a look around.
Both of us last time said you got
Thank
mail at the exact same time.
Very much. Hey, thank you. I'd give you this for free if I could, but you know how business is these days. I understand, actually, though I don't know anything. Good, well, let me know if you see anything you like.
Hey, want to buy something?
Need a baboosh.
You want to buy some machine?
Dozen red roses.
Dozen red roses.
Red roses.
Red roses.
Hi, doggy.
Come back again.
Hey, we've already regained our progress. That was fast.
Let's see here.
But yeah, I think this is the one I read. I don't remember what was in it, but I know I laughed at it.
Alright. Even getting to this point is like a blast from the past. The game runs in a Google Colab notebook, a format where you're looking at cells of code with cryptic comments, vaguely alarming warning messages, and all. It's not a sleek web app, but feels more akin to playing a game on an old DOS machine. Or maybe on a graphing calculator. There are only 2 clicks to begin playing, but there's a good 2-minute wait while the game loads. And it's my turn to type something. So it seems like it's really slow to do stuff, though.
That's unfortunate.
So it's my turn to do something. Look up, is what I do. It takes several seconds for the game to respond, as if I'm playing on a very...
Good God! What am I supposed to do here? Damn, he's ravaging my corpse! Oh, that's the game over screen. Hello.
I can't really tell what's going on.
There's a dragon.
Oh, okay. It's fine.
Alright, so don't be there. Got it.
It takes several seconds for the game to respond as if I'm playing on a very ancient computer. The computer is, in fact, a state-of-the-art NVIDIA GPU, likely a KSO or a T4. The T4 could eat my laptop for lunch. I'm just playing with a very, very large neural net. Finally, it answers. You're in labyrinth of twisty little passages, all alike. Almost immediately, the context seems to have changed. I'm not floating at all. I'm in a maze. I guess I'll walk somewhere. Walk north. The troll steps out from beneath the bridge and blocks your way. You are on the south side of the chasm. A nod is given to the infinite wonder that is Erbzig. A solid rainbow spans the chasm. And suddenly, things are happening. There's a troll, there's a chasm, there's a rainbow, there is Erbzig. I play it safe. Praise Erbzig. Erbzig is the patron saint of Zork. He is the godfather of Zork, the place to get news of epic proportions. Erbzig is a strong man, some sort of Chinese character, all. Let's see if I can translate this one character.
I do not like this fight. There we go.
Use a whip.
Do a flip?
Erbzig is a strongman. Play all. Except that the word play is in Japanese. If you play a classic dungeon crawling games like Zork, you may recognize some of the names and phrases.
Whew, that's a toughie.
Checking Nathan's original post, I see that the training data is indeed drawn from these games, but because it's based on GPT-2, the training data also
Stealth section.
the training data also in some